Hey, welcome to the Iron Sharpening Iron Show. I'm your man, Big Jack. This is where we prove we are stronger together, that if each one would reach one, we can all grow and glow. And today is going to be a awesome show today because it's just one of those type of days. So I only want to start talking about it until I get my man up on the stage with me so we can kick this off because there's little things I wanted to talk about, just how exciting today was, and not even talking about the guests we're going to have on the show. So let me get my man up on the stage real quick. And this is something I was messing around with. So I'm going to use this to get him up here. First time he heard it, first time anyone has heard it. But anyway, so let's just try and see what it sounds like. Here we go.
Iron sharpening iron, hit a spark when we speak. Stronger together, yeah, we building each week. Each one reach one, now the whole world know. Big Jack story time, walk, talks, let's go.
What's up, my man?
Oh man, okay. I made the big time. All right.
Big time. What's up? What's up?
What's my man? What's happening, sir?
Oh man, it's all good. It's all good. Look,
Hey.
I was thinking about you today because I said, man, I'm watching the Waste Management Open.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow. And it came down. Matter of fact, it went into overtime. And my man Hideki lost in overtime. So
okay.
I was like, wow, yeah. So, and then I watched the Olympics today. I was like, man, I'm sitting there watching the Olympics. I'm watching the Waste Management Open, and now the Super Bowl is on. So it's like one of those.
Super Bowl was on today. I heard all about that. Yeah.
Yeah, that Super Bowl thing is going on. So
yeah, I heard, man.
Yeah, but we can't get rid of the Iron Sharpening Iron show because of the Super Bowl.
Not at all.
And we got a wonderful guest in store for us today, and I'm looking forward to having her up on the stage with us. So, and this person has put in a super sacrifice, and I'm talking a super sacrifice today. So we definitely got to make sure we get her up on the stage and open up this show. So if you're ready, I'm gonna kick it off.
Absolutely, man. Let's make it happen, man. I'm excited about meeting her.
All right, let's get up on the stage. Here we go. All right. Here we go. We got Bhoomika, Diwan. All right. Hey, hello and welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, thank you for being on the Iron Sharpening Iron Show. So right now, let me just tell you right now, welcome to the Iron Sharpening Iron Show. I am Big Jack Storytime. This is my man Walt Talks. And we are currently live on YouTube. We're live on Facebook. And we will, after the show, we'll make cuts and we'll put it on Instagram. We'll put it on Twitch and all the other streaming platforms that's out there. But I'm super excited to have you as a guest on the show today. And part of it is because of your location, and where you're located right now. So if you don't mind, can you tell the people that's watching where are you located right now?
I'm currently working from Netherlands, which means I'm at 1 o'clock in the night, 1 a.m.
Oh, wow. So it's 1 o'clock in the Netherlands right now, and you're here as a guest on the Iron Sharpening Iron Show. Wow. So that's why I said you are a super trooper, a major sacrifice for us, and I appreciate you being here with us and hanging out with us today. So,
like I said, the pleasure is all mine. I enjoy talking with you guys.
Wow, this is going to be so cool. The Netherlands. So, obvious question, how's the weather?
Let's put it with this. I'm giving it away. It's a bit cold out here.
Oh, yeah.
With a yellow warning that we had it today.
Oh, wow.
DC is pretty cold too. I'm in DC and Jack is just outside of DC, and we've had 40 mile per hour winds yesterday. Today is no wind, but it's pretty cold. So
it's definitely less than 10 degrees outside. So really cold out here in our area as well. So we understand. But you're right. If you're going to give it away, say you got on a sweater and everything, so just let us know.
Yeah, you'd feel right at home if you were here, though. You feel right at home.
Well, it's all good. I see WC Wayneworth out there say California man. He said I can see the sun. So yeah, one
Oh
of the
wow,
guests that's in the chat. Yeah, welcome if you're in California. You got it going
the
on.
sun. I
So
heard
yeah,
about the sun,
yeah,
man. I
the
heard it was
sun.
a real thing. It
Yeah,
really exists, huh?
yeah. Somebody didn't pay the electric bill or something because it's
Oh
cold
my
outside.
goodness. Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
So Bhumika, if you could tell us, please tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell us.
Thank you so much. I'm Bhoomika Diwan. I'm a growth mindset coach, author, and a spiritual coach. Along with that, I am working in the IT industry for now 19 plus years. Travel around the world because of my work. While doing that, I found out my passion of writing and giving hope to the people in the form whatever that I could do it. And I would say I'm a destiny's child. Things found out me rather than me finding out like what suits me.
Hmm, wow. Wow. You
Wow.
said I'm a Destiny's Child. All right.
Destiny's
So
Child.
that's
What a
pretty cool.
blessing.
That is pretty cool. So, look, I'm just want to let the people that's out there watching right now. So, we do see it. You can see the tickers at the bottom right now. I know the Super Bowl is going on. We appreciate you hanging out with us during this time, and we are putting the actual score on the ticker going across. So, if you are watching, if I am watching, and I'm interviewing Bhumika right now, but at the same time, the game is on. I can see it, and I will keep you updated on where we are with the score. So for those who are watching, there we go. So um, you say you've been in IT for 19 years? Okay.
Yeah.
So and that's the reason you've been traveling around the world as far as for your job? Is that what it was? Okay.
Yeah.
So where else have you been? I know you're saying you're in the Netherlands. So can you tell us some of the other places you've been with your job?
So, uh, I'm an Indian by origin and by birth, but I moved to UK, Netherlands, Belgium, France, Sweden, Netherlands. Before my previous company could kick me to another country, I was like, okay, this is too much. Like 10 years hopping the countries. Let me just settle down with like friends and family, whatever that you make it out outside of your own country. That's when halted at Netherlands.
Okay, all right. Now, is this now you say the company is moving you? Is that something that and I don't know. So, are you packing up the whole family and going, or are you just how does that work?
I I pack it myself.
Okay, just you. Okay, all right, all right. So now, when did the Destiny Child part come in? So it's like, hey, I'm traveling all over the world, cool places, and now I want to change from IT only to being a coach, a life coach. So where did that come in?
So it all started way back in 2012, 2013. Like I was doing my part-time MBA from one of the reputed colleges of India. And during that time, one of the authors said, I was also going through my personal transformation period, trying to navigate what I want to do and what I don't want to do it. Um, while this was happening and I was trying to find out who I am as a person, there was another part of me who was progressing in a career along with my IT job at that time, also like doing an evening courses for MBA. One of the professors said, if you really want to be influential in life, you have to write down your own thought process. And I said, if I don't have my own thought process, how do I start it? He said, read one topic from five different newspapers and write whatever you can write it on your own.
Hmm,
Initially, it would be like you're copying pasting from here and there, and but it would find it out on its own. So instead of going for a news articles, I started to dig deep into the topics that I really loved it. And since I didn't had any hand holding much during my own transformation journey, I thought why not to lend it to others? That's how my coaching started. And 2013 was the first time I had my business card and I was presenting myself as a coach alongside my IT job.
okay, all right. So now you coaching. what are you coaching? I say you coaching on my life skills. You coaching on how to find myself, or I mean, what are you coaching?
I always like the fact that life is all about growing up. So if you see the trees, they are growing up. Nothing is stagnant. If something goes stagnant, it starts to give you a smell.
Yeah.
If even if the water is being stagnant, you start to feel smelly.
Mhm.
Anything that is stagnant, so that's not the normal process of life. So I always let people grow from wherever they are
Hmm.
and take it to them to the next level. Sometimes we have the limiting beliefs. Some we have it from our childhood, not given by us, but by the people other. Let them shackle it through simple processes.
Yeah. So, but how do I know? And I'm talking to you now, Coach. How
Mm.
do I know I'm stagnant? I mean, other than you say I'm starting to smell. I mean, like, how do I know I'm not moving and I'm not going where I need to go?
See, as a coach, one thing is that I cannot demand for your progress more than you are interested to have it.
Oh wow.
So I can't force it on you. If you're not interested, that's not my job. But if you're interested, then I can always help you, guide you.
Okay. No, and that's a very good point. So I can't be more invested in you than you are in yourself. So, and that's a big thing right there. A lot of times, we look for people to carry us or push us
Mm,
or drag us to where we want to. You have to have that drive, and I fully believe that. And I'm
mm,
a believer in what you said that I say still water is dead. So water that don't move is dead. So nothing can live in that type of water. So if we're not moving forward and sometimes even backwards, because sometimes you gotta go backwards to get forward. But if you're not moving at all, then life stops right there. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, that is pretty cool. Now, do people receive it when you tell them that? I mean, do how hard is it to get someone to believe in themselves? Because I'm coming to you as
mm,
because I need help. So I do need a little push. So do you give
mm.
me just a nudge or something that got to get me moving? So help me with that, please.
So I use a combination of coaching method that I learned from ICF and also the NLP. So based on the type of client, whether they are coming first to analyze and went out and during, some people like understand it when they start speaking, and you are just the listener observer out there. Some people really want the result. Then for those quick people, you want an NLP therapy kind of a thing, where I work on with you with two three quick things and you see the immediate effect on yourself.
Okay. All right. Well, look like you got something going on, man. What's up?
Well, uh, you know me, man. I'm in a position where I had it all figured out. I had my passion. My career was my passion. I enjoyed it. Had a great time. So now I'm retired, and I'm trying to figure out what I want to be when I grow up. So I'm in the process of just figuring out what I don't want to do. So I'm still moving, but you know, that passion that checks those boxes, and
Mm,
you know, I haven't found it yet. This is probably the closest that I've been to it. You know, this is the most consistent thing I've done in the last couple of years, other than I volunteer at the African American Museum. But I really, really appreciate or
mm.
respect people who have figured it out. Now, like I said, I had it, so I was good, and then I just haven't found anything else yet that really does it for me. It just wakes me up. That brings me that kind of peace and passion, and profit for that matter. You know what I mean? So you're right. You can't want it for a person more, but I will say that experiencing things to see what you don't want to do, some for me, is just as important at this point right now, because so I'm not scared or anything. And then nothing is a real thing too. Nothing is a real thing as far as helping people and just being a good person.
Mm.
That's still moving forward. That's still progress in my book. So, yeah.
Nah,
I would say don't marry the titles. Titles come along the way. When I started,
Mhm.
I started as a relationship coach. On the
Mm,
journey, I realized that I'm better off as a growth mindset coach, working with people
mhm,
giving after each session, giving me results, more accountable. So you also
Mhm.
find out your navigation style.
Mhm.
That's why I say, whatever age it is, don't marry the title, just marry the person you are becoming in the process.
Mhm.
Mm. Wow.
And uh, there's one book that helped me in the similar time period. That was The Artist Way.
The
That's a 13
artist's
week,
way.
yes, that's a
Okay.
13-week journey by Julia Cameron's, where you find out who you are as a person. It really helps you to shed out a lot of layers within you.
Mhm.
Each
I
time to, yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry.
Mhm.
Please.
Each time, uh, so how it is divided is like there are 12 chapters in one pre-read. So you pre-read, and every day you have to write 3 morning pages, and once a week you have to spend some time alone with yourself doing some
Mhm.
creative thing that helps you find out who you are. So your morning pages are your prayer to the god, and the answers come in the artist state. That's how she
Okay.
describes it.
Mhm.
Um, and she also describes how it's not only her, but a lot many people have got unblocked from their blocks that they have it, like
Mhm.
writing blocks, or you say creativity blocks, gets unblocked during that process, because morning pages helps you clean your system for the day,
Mhm.
Mm.
and it
Okay.
gives a strange kind of grounding.
Uh,
Yeah, I've always just enjoyed the journey of life. And the journey, the destination is nice, but the journey has always fascinated me because you just never know what you. It's kind of like Forrest Gump says. His mama says, "Life is like a box of chocolates, right? You just never know what you're going to get." And I had a career
Yeah.
that filled that void, so that was pretty cool. So now, I'm okay with where I am, but it just seems some days, you can only play so much golf, bowl so many times, take so many walks, pick the grandkids up so
Mm.
many times. It's just like I know once I find that thing, uh, we'll see. But I just enjoy experiencing life and going through the journey and I realize some people never experience it. I mean, even in their jobs, I know people who make great money and just can't stand their careers. So fortunately for me, I didn't have that problem. I got it out of the way early. Now I just want to know see what I want to do when I grow up, so to speak.
mm.
Yeah, but Big Jack keeps me kind of busy, at least on Sundays from 7 to
On
8.
Sundays, that's it.
Yeah, he keeps me
That's
pretty
it.
busy.
So, so Bomika, I'm going to ask you a question. Did you go to school to be a coach, or or is it just something that you worked yourself into and you got real good at it? And you say, "Hey, I want to share my passion, my experience, my knowledge with others." So, how did that come to be?
So I think because I stumbled upon a lot, I think I learned over the journey. But let's say after doing for 7, 8 years without the degree, one day it was somebody who was talking nasty, and I really had to call it out. Like, who was a group admin, you cannot talk to like that, and I had to coach him. Like, okay, I know you are handling 100 people in a group and you are doing great, but this is not the way you have to talk to the people, especially if you're talking to women. This may work it is in a men's group, not in a women's group. And then we recorded the session, and somewhere along that line I said, okay, why not I start doing it like a as a passion. Now it's time. And that's when I think I had this conversation with that friend, I think on Saturday. By Monday evening I had enrolled for the classes that was happening in next 15 days.
Hmm. Wow. So yeah, so now say you stumbled upon it, but you got real good at it, and now say correcting it, but you are, if you don't get aboard, you're gonna be outside looking in if you don't get yourself together. That's pretty good. I mean, that really it takes I guess a boldness for a person to take a stand. Like say you see someone doing something that is not right, and I even seen a quote today or looking at another video today, and it was saying that how often we don't say something when we know someone is being mistreated or abused or whatever. We'll sit there and watch it because it's not me. They're not talking to me, so I'm okay. But we don't say anything, and we know that is wrong. I think what you did was huge because of the fact that you did stand up. You said something, like you say, in a men's group that might go over, but in a women's group that don't go over. And really, even in a men's group that don't go over, it's just the fact that they might be a little tougher and hold it, But uh, and that's good that you stood up and said something. A lot of people won't say anything; they'll just let it go by because it's not. Again, it's not me. It's not affecting me. It don't hurt me, and it's okay. But it's not okay, and I appreciate what you did for that. So yeah, thank you. Um, now, I see, and I'm only going off of because you filled out. So those who don't know, anyone who's a guest on the show, they fill out a informational form, and when they get to fill out the form, it tells us little things about them. But I'm interested about it, and correct me when I
Mm.
say it because it's only off the paper. Is TEDx talk?
Yeah,
So now did I say it right? TEDx.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so TEDx. Tell us a little bit about TEDx.
I think, like I said, I'm Destiny's kid. It also stumbled upon me. I had my book written. I was doing a podcast for that book. And the person who had taken my interview, she was a TEDx speaker earlier. So somehow from that video or something, I would say I got connected to the right people, right audience. I got invited for it. And the moment I got invited, then I was like, okay, now what do I talk? What is something that has not already been spoken and I have to speak it? That's where I worked upon my speech about design your life at the closet door.
Okay. So now, can you help us understand what is TEDx? And then we're going to have you talk about my life at the closet door. So, what is TEDx first?
I think TEDx is one place where, okay, how I see it was like I saw all the big coaches whom I'm really fan of gone there, presented it, and they had given their best of the speeches. So it was like my distant dream. It is about technology, educational, and design that you can present any topic out there. So if you hear about, let's say, Brené Brown's, Simon Heggs, these were in the TED speeches that you would see for of them. And I was like, okay, yeah, this is some place that you need to be there before you die. So it was in that way shape of mine.
All right. So, if I miss it, so down the TED, which I'm getting TED, is technology, education, and design. So that's what the TED. So the
Mhm.
TED. Okay. So now I'm right. I'm on the right page now. I know what we talk about now.
Mhm.
So now you said now you said at the closet door. Now where's the what's the what does that mean? Help me with that part.
Um, so, uh, when we think about transformations, generally what happens is we're looking for making the big changes. Like we would have to change our lifestyles, waking up at 5 o'clock. What if I tell you it's not that complicated?
Hmm.
You can actually go out and you can actually do it very easily. The way you wear your clothes can actually make you feel more confident about who you want to become. I still remember if anybody has seen Suits, they would know the Harvey Specter would always tell Mike Ross, like, you have to wear the suit, be the part of it to become who you are. In the most simplified language, it's like that. There are obviously nitty gritties and layer to it, like what kind of a color that you can use to enhance at the moment how you are feeling, or even the patterns that you use it, what kind of clothing that you need that can support you during your even tough times. Uh, Even to an extent that I use the color clothing during my if somebody is going through some healing process along with it, like chakra healing or something that needs to be done, we can add some colors to it of the clothings while embracing your authenticity also.
Oh wow. So if I'm understanding you correctly, so you're saying what I'm wearing changes my mindset of how I feel about myself. Okay,
Yes.
so me wearing a suit, I feel more important, more businesslike, walking around proud of myself or
Mm,
whatever. Because okay, I can see that. I can see that. Um, that's a so if I know sometimes we say fake it till
mm.
you make it. So people can actually put on the clothes and almost like faking it till they make it. They'll get to that position. Or I see dress for success. So, but
Yes.
okay,
Exactly.
all right. So now, how did that go over with the? Because now you taught this during the TEDx, correct? Is that what
Mm,
you? Okay, now how did
mm.
that go over? How was that received from those in the audience?
It was good. It was really a good experience. But since it's in a recorded one, so there's like it's not a huge audience also out there. Like number of seats are obviously sold. It's not like 500, 300 people out there because recording also needs to be done. There should be no noise and everything. So
Okay. No, I got you. I understand what you're saying. So, but the thing is, when you did this, and you've been pushing this from now on, so now you're pushing this as a mindset and telling others that your mind you can change at your closet door. What you choose to put on and how you feel once you put it on, you look good. And I see in the chat someone says like putting on makeup before they go out on the show or get on a show or putting on makeup, putting on a suit, putting on nice clothes. You feel good, you look good, you are good, and that's the mindset. Am I getting it right? Okay,
yes,
all right,
perfectly fine. Um, these are your anchors, and in an NLP language, these are just your anchors that you can just imbibe it more easily than any other thing.
okay, all right, all right. I know, I do know, and I watched the video you was in, and you made a comment about putting on. I think it was a Superman cape. And he was talking about kids put on the cape and they feel like they're a superhero. They feel like I'm strong, I'm powerful. And I remember being a kid when you put on brand new tennis shoes, you felt faster. It's like it's the shoes. It got to be the shoes. So not that you was already fast, but when you had on brand new shoes, you were faster. So I can see the mind changing based off of what you got on. Now that's what you're saying is in a positive way, but can it also affect you in a negative way if you don't have a suit or if you don't have this and that? Do you feel different? If I go to an office or go to
Mhm.
a meeting and I'm the only one that's not dressed in a suit or don't have on nice
Oh
designer this and
Lord,
that. Yeah,
just just wear the wrinkled clothes, even if you have your best dressed, but it's not ironed. See the effect on yourself.
right, right. Wow. So you're saying if I'm dressed the best I can, but I got wrinkles, it's going to change. It's going to change your mindset. Now, is that a good thing, or I'm more because a lot of people we tell don't worry about what other people think, but you have to worry about what you think. So
Yes.
yeah. So go ahead. I didn't want to stop you. Go ahead.
No, the goal is not let others define who you are as a person. The goal is to let you feel who you are as a person.
Okay.
So when you look at the shadow in the like when you see yourself in a mirror, what do you see?
Mm,
That is a feeling. If you say yes, is when you need to step out. If you don't get that feeling, don't change
right.
it. There have been moments recently, like when I was not feeling well, and I had this coat suit that I generally wear, and I was not feeling comfortable. I was not getting a yes. I like, okay, let's keep it aside, change it quickly. And I really wore a dress which was like of a silk material so that it's soft on my skin and giving me a warmth while my body needed that warmth. So
Mm,
sometimes it's also not about just wearing the suit, but it's also giving what you need and where you start to feel confident.
right. Okay. All right.
You need to have a smile when you wear something. If you're not having that smile, please leave it.
All right.
It's not
So
for you.
so everybody out there, you hearing it now. So when you put on your clothes, you're looking in that mirror, and you should feel a sense of excitement and pride within yourself based off what you got on. Have a smile on your face. All right, I can see that. I can see that, and I can receive that. Because and it's no matter what you do. It's not whatever your profession is, whatever your job. It could be a student going to school. It can be a boss going into the
Mm.
office or whatever. Okay, all right. Now I like that. I like that. So so now you do have a couple of books out there, and I was able to pull right now. I can see the Dare. So let me see if I can
Mm.
pull it up. I want to see this one real quick. So and can you tell us a little bit about your book? And I'm gonna see if I can share the screen and see a little bit of it.
Sure.
Give me 1 second. All right, so all right, so there he is right there. So it's that's one of your books, correct?
Yes, that's one of my co-authored books. Uh, this one was the book that I had, I think, yeah, last year around this date. I think ninth day is today. Last year around ninth only we had the podcast with all the co-authors only. So this book is all about being an entrepreneur and how you can share your journey. So some people have left their career behind and started and become an entrepreneur, while
Mm,
people like me are the people who balances both an IT person along with their job and how you can balance it. So it's a playbook of different entrepreneurs coming together, helping you guide throughout your entrepreneurship journey.
mm.
Because once you become an entrepreneur, you would have to start from writing the understanding your taxes to having a marketing also.
Okay, all right. Yeah. That's that is a lot of times we don't I don't see it or a lot of people don't see it like that. So that's great that you put it out there because we see like if I was a student
Mm,
and I was in a professional, had a professional job, and I was a
mm,
student. I'm balancing both, but to be a professional and an entrepreneur at the same time. So I'm
mm,
trying to start up a business. I'm trying to start something on the side while
mm,
keeping my 9 to 5, because my 9 to 5 is what pays the bills, will keep the roof over my
mm.
head and the clothes on my back and the food on the table. But I still want to build the business at the same time. So this book that we had up there is other a group of authors or a group of entrepreneurs that got together and put the book together. It's that okay, and we can find that on Amazon.
Yes, all
Yeah.
the books are on Amazon, so it's available worldwide.
Okay. So available worldwide. All right. Sounds good. Now, and I'm gonna ask you this. So, as an entrepreneur, when you're
Mm.
with other entrepreneurs, was it challenging to put your message out there? Because sometimes people feel intimidated when they're around other people. Did you go in there with your best suit on and your cape on and walked in there like I'm super person here? I got this. How did you roll?
So I think my publisher really made my life more easy because it was only about my chapter when we were interacting.
Okay.
And we obviously all came together. Everybody had their own wisdom when they shared. So it's almost like your idea of we all collaborate to bring the message together, not to compete with each other. Um, Maybe I go with that mindset and the energy that I never felt that anybody was in competition.
Yes. No, and that is good. That you're not, and you're right. That's how we roll. We're not in competition with anybody. We're just trying to help everybody get to where they need to be, and that to me it helps because, like I say, I'm not. I want everybody to be successful, and when you work hard to make everyone else successful, you get successful. You feel better when I see other people's channels growing and their products getting out there. It makes me feel much better about myself. So I'm excited about that. So that's my drive. That's my passion. And everybody don't have that same drive and same passion because we do. A lot of times, there's only one person that's going to win, or there's only, like we're watching the Super Bowl, and it's only going to be one winner. So do there's a competition, but at the same time, you have to say, okay, all right, I want to help you be successful. I want to help you grow. I want to help you get out there, and whatever I have to do that, that makes me feel a sense of pride within myself. So I can put on my suit and tie when it's those type of things. Yeah, Walt, I'm glad to see you back.
Hey man, I had some type of power surge. My
I
apologies.
got
My
you. Yeah,
apologies. Yeah.
it's
Not
all
I
at
good.
did.
all.
Yeah, I
We are
had a surge.
happy
It
to
was too
have
much.
you here.
All of that good
Yeah,
information just blew my circuit.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So my
So
apologies.
now, for those who are just joining us and out there and hanging out with us, we do have a wonderful guest, Bhumika Diwan. I want to say, make sure I say it right, but she is in the Netherlands right now, and it's already 1 o'clock in the morning there. So we thank her for being a super trooper today. And I don't know if I'm behind on the score. I haven't had the opportunity. I'm caught up in the conversation, but I do have it ticket across, and if I'm wrong, we'll make that change. But I'm super happy to be or have you on this channel or on the show with us. I want to take a quick mini break as we, I say, pay our bills with our sponsor. So I'm gonna put this up on the screen and we'll be right back. And we got more questions for you. So I'll be right back in
All
one quick
right.
second. You ain't even gotta go nowhere. It's gonna be right here with you. So here we go.
Looking to elevate your everyday glam? Meet Pink Babe Cosmetics, where bold beauty meets conscious living. Pink Babe Cosmetics is a beauty and lifestyle brand delivering high-quality makeup and stylish merch made to last. Every product is 100% vegan and cruelty-free, created with care for you and the planet. From everyday wear to special moments, Pink Babe Cosmetics offers durable, long-lasting formulas you can trust. Beauty that looks good, feels good, and performs effortlessly. Unleash your confidence. Own your glow. Shop now at www.pinkbabecosmetics.com.
All right, back to the Iron Sharpening Iron show. Putting everybody back up on the stage. So give me a second. There we go. Sorry. There we go. All
Mhm.
right. So we got to make sure we pay our bills. So Pink Babe Cosmetics is definitely a new cosmetic line that's out there. This is a former guest that was on the show that has the cosmetic line. So we want to make sure we promote as much as we can. And so there you go. Um, Walt, I know you missed a couple of things, but one of the big things was our mindset is can be changed at the closet. So
Yeah. I went to my phone and I heard some of that. um. So I know when I go to the closet and put on a pair of double knits, I feel good. No, but that's true. I mean, grooming hygiene, just being neat, dress presentable, being presentable, it can definitely absolutely. But uh the express I don't know how it is in the Netherlands, but we say the clothes don't make the man makes the clothes. So just like a man who wears hats, I
Yeah.
wear hats sometimes, and you have attitude and then you have attitude. So different people in different hats, bring different energies. So I agree with that 100%.
yeah.
And my question for the we would when before I was interrupted by the power surge, the TED talk, and you said that was one of those things sort of on your bucket list. So when you completed that, and if forgive me if you've already answered this question, Jack, also, I mean, like, how did it make you feel? I mean, like, that's the big time. I mean, to me, when I see a TED talk in your bio, that's huge, and it's like you said, it's worldwide. So explain that to me. What was the sense of you? Was it a sense of euphoria? Do you have another bucket list, another thing to check off your bucket list, or have you gotten a lot of business or a lot of conversation from that talk, or how does that go after you do a TED talk?
Um, so a lot of people got interested after that, and
Hmm.
it really helped me. I think I really want this message to reach out to people that transformations are not complicated. You don't have to wake up at 5 o'clock, change anything. It could start very simple. Just being you is
Hmm.
very simple about just with the clothes also. So very small switch can help. And I started 2 rounds of workshop for it. One is a 2.5 hours kind of a workshop where you get a quick check, like how do you dress based on your color tone, like undertones
Hmm.
of your skin, not your color, skin color.
Hmm.
So what colors can suit you, while I say this, I also say that like there is no color that you should avoid it, because your confidence also helps you to carry anything.
Right. Hmm.
And whatever is your body type, for men and for women both, there are some clothes that can enhance out the features that you have it.
Yes.
Let's highlight those. So it helps them to get the confidence within their clothes a bit better. And there's another version of it which is like enhanced, where it's an 8 week of a program where you even understand like what kind of a face cut would need what kind of a glasses, what kind of a shoes you
Hmm.
pair it. While I have enjoyed, and I always say like there are people who can wear a very good business suit with white color sneakers.
Hmm.
They
Yes,
are also
that's
giving
true.
that confidence, like, okay, I am who I am, but my comfort is also important. I'm not going to wear a heel because I want
Hmm.
to look or want to fit in. That's another
Hmm.
kind of a confidence that you can give it.
Okay,
Mm,
that's
wow.
true.
Dang.
Absolutely.
So, I'm Bhumika, I'm gonna ask you. Besides, you said you started relationship coaching, so
Yeah.
and then you went into growth mindset coaching. Is there any other type of coaching that you're doing or that you're into now, or those are just the two that you?
I think I keep enhancing right now with whatever I have it. I started with an ICF basic coaching, then I added NLP practitioner, where I also help you to rewrite your past history, because what happens a lot of time we are so stuck on what somebody else has said it or we have said it, and we cannot go back.
Mm,
So how do you manage those incidents and move forward?
right. Wow.
Yeah. I so I'm a big context person, right? But information, what I've found, and
Mm,
I'd like to get your opinion on this because I could be totally out of here on this one. Information by itself means nothing. I mean, until you test it, that's
mm,
when once it's tested and stands
mm,
the test, then it becomes viable knowledge. But
mm,
I think in this day and time, we are so flooded with information, we tend to believe what we see the most of, and that's of course that's how the algorithm works
mm,
on it on social media, especially. But I find that if you don't test it,
mm,
you don't have anything. And then I also find that when you do ask people questions about the information that they
mm,
supply, sometimes
mm,
the people who aren't really sure, who are just regurgitating what they've heard,
mm,
tend to get kind of upset with you. But the people who know what they know, who have tested it and it stands
mm,
the test and it's formidable information, they will talk to you all day about it. Do you find that, or is it just me? Am
mm.
I crazy here?
I've seen two kinds of people. The people who
Hmm.
know a lot are the quietest also, because they know it so much that they can correlate any topic with it. Like
Hmm.
imagine your map of consciousness
Hmm.
getting related to chakra healing and then to the dressing. And I've known people that can correlate any topic from anywhere.
Okay.
And the people who know the most are the last to speak in the group also.
Mm.
That's one of the big things you learn is to be silent. You just sit there and listen and observe, and you don't have to be the one that leading the pack in the discussion and all. Sometimes you just sit back and watch and listen. You learn so much more about everybody in the room because you didn't open your mouth at all. So yeah, that's cool. So I'm curious because I know that you said you're in the Netherlands. You said you've been all over the world. So you got to break it down to us for those who haven't been out our backyards. Um, what was what is your, I guess, to say, the best place you've been? Even though you were working, but what country did you was like, wow, this is beautiful, or I would like to go back? And then what made you stop and say, hey, the Netherlands, now was it enough is enough? I don't want to travel anymore, or it was just that beautiful? I want to settle down.
Okay, I would say Europe in general is very beautiful. And you change 200 kilometers, the scenery changes, the people language it changes. And it's very intriguing in its own right because you could see somebody in jeans, denim, not bothered about brands. You move 300 kilometers and you would see people just running on the fashion shows, like on streets, like they're running on the fashion shows, taking the big brands with you. And sometimes when you walk into the store and you start to feeling, oh, I'm in the right world or I'm in a different world. So
Hmm.
I think traveling is one thing, as I would say, different countries have added a perspective to me. And I enjoyed each country in its own beautiful right.
Okay, all right. Now, do you speak the different languages? So are you was it multilingual, bilingual, multilingual? So I'm not gonna say bi. So can you? I mean, when you go, do you make it hard, or is it hard to communicate? Because I mean, like, so I'm gonna throw this out there. When I remember going to Paris,
Mm.
and my French only from high school, and so when I got there, it's like I didn't have enough French understanding to have the conversation, so it became difficult when I was there. So I'm asking you.
Initially, it was tough because I didn't know the language, but I would be very thankful for the colleagues who really helped me, like one day a word till the time I stayed in that country. So I was adding the vocabulary day by day.
Mm,
And I think half of the time I would get away with it because I was surrounded by people who were kind enough, knowing that I'm struggling, they would switch it to English also.
oh, okay,
Hmm.
all right.
You don't
Now,
hear that in France too much.
Yeah, that's strange, but I think certain part of France people, if you have it around them, they have a certain warmth around you.
Okay.
yeah, I always thought it was because of their neighbor. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're in the UK, they're all speaking English. You know,
Yeah.
and so it's like don't bring that over here. Like they leave that up there, don't bring that down here. And I'm not going to conform to what y'all saying. But now you said you're from India, correct?
Yeah.
So, and I'm hearing you saying English, so it's like your native tongue wouldn't be English. So that would been so it's uh to say everybody's confirming to English is different here that especially when that's not even your native tongue. So it's like, okay, this is a universal language, or at least a language that we can get to and at least have a conversation with each other. That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So with that being said,
Mm.
okay, and uh do you find yourself walking down the street and you see someone with their wrinkled clothes on and be like, they don't feel good about themselves?
Okay, as a coach, I think there's one thing that I think I've been made practice to do it, and especially during my NLP practitioner coach, this was something that I think my guide and my mentor was on my top of the head. You start to observe it, not to make a judgment out of it. For
Mm.
that, I think for almost a month, I would have to just look at the cars, only the colors, not even the number plates, not the name of the car.
uh, I got you. Just the
So,
color.
so very small activity, but that really switched off my views of observation from judgment part.
Hmm. I can receive that. Go ahead,
Mm.
Walt. It's like it's
No,
boiling up there.
I mean, no. I just know that I don't know how it is in the Netherlands, but I know here, we are conditioned to spend a lot of time trying
Mm.
to impress people who we don't know and don't care, and they care less about us.
Mm.
And I noticed that, I'll use like the millionaire next door.
Mm.
It seems like those who have the most try to prove the least, and those who have the least sometimes try to prove, you know, I guess, are under pressure or feel like they're under
Mm.
certain type of pressure to present certain things. So, I guess a conversation, a few questions, you can kind of see what people are. But like for me, when I go buy a car, I always dress down because I want people to underestimate me. I want people to think that I don't know what's going on. I get a kick out of that just to see how people would deal with me. And I just kind of get a kick out of that because once a person underestimates who you are, that kind
Mm.
of gives you an advantage. So, and at the same time, I like to get dressed and I like to go to formals just like the next person, you know. So I get it, and I guess what you did say, you have to meet people where they are, and you do meet people where they are, and I guess the beauty of that is we everyone is trying to figure out something. We all trying to figure it out, including you, I would imagine, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah. Like,
Yeah.
I'm here because I had to work a lot on first myself before
Mhm. Right.
saying it to others. Like, for a year, just to give you a perspective, like, I learned
Mhm.
NLP practitioner. A year back, I didn't start it till the time I really got to go ahead. Like, okay, I got the basics right for myself.
Mhm. And so it all comes from the inside for sure, though, right? I mean,
Mm.
people have to get if you and I think you mentioned sitting quietly at one point. If
Mm.
you can't sit with yourself, if you don't like yourself, because wherever you go, there you are. And if you don't like yourself, I mean, nothing in the world is going to fix that until you change and enjoy being by yourself because you can't run from yourself at all. And if you have that level of self awareness, I've learned over the years, and like I said, it worked for me. But I could be the oddball here. I just know once, as a
Mm.
young man, when I became self-aware, more self-aware, and aware of what I would tolerate, what I wouldn't tolerate, what my boundaries were, it just seems like life just worked out much better for me. Do you find that to be true?
A lot. I
Okay.
think half of the life we are struggling to find out who we are.
Hmm.
We are always molded by what our parents have said it, what our
Right.
experiences are in first 5 years. I've
Right.
I've known people who, without naming anybody, including myself, I've gone through that journey of rewriting my own past also sometimes.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Okay.
Wow. Now, what advice would you give someone who is struggling with that? They're struggling to, find their purpose, find their way. Can they call you? Can they reach out to you? But I'm saying, what advice could you give someone watching right now that's trying to find their way?
First of all, they are most welcome if I can be of a help, most welcome. But the basic thing that they can start to do is find out one thing that they enjoy.
Hmm.
Mm.
Okay.
Start with a very small thing that brings the smile to your face. Half of the battles are solved when there's a genuine smile. It could be a very small thing that we used to do it in childhood as playing on a swing or just drawing or anything. Very small, very silly thing.
So you talked earlier about if you're not moving
Hmm.
and you're stagnant, you're not growing. And I would even say it's dying. You're dying to a certain
Mhm.
point. But um, how do you help the person who has paralysis through analysis? They've read all the books, they've been to all the seminars, they've heard all the TED talks, they've listened to all the podcasts, but they just can't seem to get moving. Isn't it? Would you say it's better to just start, get up, and do something to
Hmm.
move forward and kind of figure it out as you go? Or, what do you say to a person just sits there and wait for the perfect moment to get started? Like as soon as I have all of these things in place, then I'm going to get started. How do you help that person?
I think it's about the one action that you can take it at any moment.
Okay.
Because I still remember there was an Indian movie where the hero was telling it to a actress, like the heroine. The heroine was very shy to take a step in a relationship, and
Mhm.
he told to the heroine that there was a guy who had taken a car. His friend had taken a car, but he would never
Mhm.
take it out, and it was kept it in his garage for a long time because he said the day all the lights would be green in the city at the same time, I would take out the car.
Mm.
You would fumble on your journey like a kid or anything, but be ready.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And if you the best thing that I don't announce it to the world. Just say it to yourself.
Hmm.
Then
Uh,
you remove a lot of pressure from yourself.
Hmm.
yeah,
What
that
you're
that
doing. Yeah, go ahead.
no,
Yeah.
I don't want to cut you off. I know that's good advice right there because a lot of times we put it out there to the world, and and too many people have negative. Everybody's not on your side. Everybody's not
Exactly.
rooting for you, and all you need is that one person that's not going to agree,
Mm,
and it will shut you down because you was already on the I'll say on the fence anyway. So
mm,
it don't take much once you're on the fence for someone to knock you off of the fence, unless you're strong about it. But I was thinking there was a time in my life where I used to pastor.
mm,
I pastor churches and all, but
mm,
I remember the people would say that
mm.
they would get their life right when they're like on their deathbed. So just before I close my eyes for the final time, I'm gonna say all of this stuff and get right. Okay. But my thing was with them was if you knew what your deathbed looked like, you wouldn't get in it. So
Hmm.
how are you gonna say you're gonna get yourself right when this happens and this happens? It's never gonna line all the way up. So sometimes you just gotta step out and do it and get it done. Because again, it's not all the lights are never going to be green.
No.
Yeah, and you're never going to have enough money. You're never going to have enough education. You're never going to do this. There's always going to be something that can stand in your way. That's going to be in your way. But the biggest part of it is you. You're in your own way. You're in
Yeah.
your own way from moving forward. I know what you're saying. When you look in the mirror, what do you see? Sometimes, and that's a big problem for a lot of people. I don't see success. I don't see this, Big Jack is a big guy. So I look in the mirror, I'm like, I can't go do this because I'm too big, or I'm this and that. And it's like, well, what are you doing about it? And that's on me. What are you doing about it? And that's a part that a lot of people, but we need that push. We need that drive. We need that motivation. So I am so excited because this is what you're doing, that you have, that you're out there coaching people to be successful, and it made it so simple, even at your closet. Just like you don't have to have designer clothes. Clean clothes is huge. Iron clothes is huge,
Iron
so
clothes
all of
is
those
huge.
things, yeah, it don't have to be designer clothes. If you look good, you feel good, you walk with a different walk, and I don't care what age you walk. I've seen kids in a suit so proud of themselves, and
Hmm.
they like, 'cause they feel like, man, I'm there. So that's pretty cool. That really is. You're doing a wonderful job out there, and I'm glad that you're sharing it with us.
Thank you. I hope people's life changes.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to watching your TED talk. I'm going to watch that this evening. So I'm definitely going to watch that. I will watch that. So
Thank
that's
you.
pretty cool because I listen to a lot of TED talks. I listen to
Mm,
podcasts, and I'm a
mm,
YouTube guy too. And I've always I guess the TED talk kind
mm,
of all the things that's going on, that just, and for lack of a better word, validates a lot of people. I mean, that solidifies that what they're doing, that their space
mm.
in their field. It's like, okay, if because I'm guessing there's a vetting process to get you on, I would imagine, or is there? How does that process work?
Like I said, I'm a Destiny's Child. Sometimes things fall
Okay,
into the place.
there we go.
Uh,
There we go.
I
There we go.
didn't like I would be very honest, I think I put out my hard work almost before it also, because
Okay.
I went for like free seminars. How do you study for
Hmm.
it? How do you write it? I did
Hmm.
that, and then I said, okay, maybe down the line in 10 years, maybe I would be able to do it. Like I said, somebody found it out from one of the podcasts. I did it with somebody else.
You just said do it. Wow.
Yeah, it's like I always feel universe has a lot of abundance. We stop asking. You have to ask and then detach from it and let it happen when it's the right time.
I agree with that. I think if you can't detach from something, y- y- it can't just happen because you're too. If you, for me anyway, when I'm too
Mhm.
emotionally attached to something, it never comes the way I want it to come. But if I'm able to do what I can do and walk away from it, everything just kind of lines up for me, you know. But when you try real hard and you just you gotta have this thing, it never comes my way. It never comes my way. And that's why back to the wins and losses
Mm.
is for me is wins and lessons, because I've learned much more in defeat or not getting what I wanted, the result I wanted anyway. I've learned much more than when I actually wanted or attained something. So yeah, I guess life is kind of funny. And Jack, what you said about trying to figure it out, it goes back to what Bhumika said from the beginning. You got to meet people where they are, right? I mean, because it's never just all going to be perfect. I mean, that's life by definition is not that, you know. So
No?
yeah, by definition, life is not that. So
Well, I'm Bhumika. I'm super excited again for you being a guest on the show. It's hard to believe that a whole hour has passed already.
yes,
You know,
Thank you.
and I know that it is already now probably the 2 o'clock hour for you,
yeah,
and I want to tip my hat to you and thank you
yes,
for sacrificing your time to be on the show and sharing your insight, your coaching skills, and your passion for people. I'm kind of blown away because like the two don't mesh to me, IT and life coaching. So it's like
no,
the mindset. So, but at the same time, it does. So it's like when I first heard it, it was like okay, but I can see where you're helping me a lot of times, helping me figure out something where I'm sitting in front of a device and you're walking me step by step and then you're telling me step by step on life. So if I'm way off on what you do in the IT world, that's okay. It's all right. But I want to thank you again for being on the Iron Sharpening Iron show, and looking forward to possibly having you back on the show on any of the many shows under our umbrella, because I believe you have a great message to share,
yeah,
and that a lot of people will receive a lot from you, and you make it so simple. Like I say, I'm sitting there as we were talking, looking at my wardrobe, and I'm like, oh wow, wait a minute, I could, I could spice some things up right now. So I was change my suit a little bit. So
mm,
I want to thank you. I'm gonna ask you to stand by just for a brief moment once we close this out, so we can talk to you. Right
Before
now,
we do that, I really want to say thank you guys for having me, and for all the
yes,
viewers who are seeing me also. Thank you for taking the time out, especially when it's a Super Bowl. So
oh
really
yeah,
valuable.
thank you.
oh yeah. Look, you got Super Bowl Sunday. You know you special. You
Yeah,
get Super Bowl
hey,
Sunday. That's okay. I'm seeing the game now. There's 32 seconds left to go in the first half. The score is 6-0. If you're
okay,
out there, if you wasn't watching the halftime special getting ready to start, I know a lot of people only watch for the halftime special anyway. But and Seattle is winning 6-0. We ask you to continue to support the Iron Sharpening Iron universe. Tune in next time for the Iron Sharpening Iron show. We every Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern time is when we have our show. We did drop the links out there in as far as for Bhumika and her web page and her books and all is on that page. So make sure you check her out. And again, I'm super excited for her, super excited for the show and all that we're doing. And we're going to ask you to tune in. But until next time, we got you stay sharp, and we'll talk to you later. Bhumika, hold back, please, to talk to y'all. God
thanks,
bless you.
Mika. Bye bye.
All right.
Right.